Culture Chalk Talk with Saxon and Taylor.
Hey, how is everybody? Coming live this week from Tampa, Florida. This is Culture Chalk Talk. I'm Saxon Baum.
And I'm Taylor Wallace, and today we're going to be talking to you about the meaning of the word hack and its influence on not only startup culture, but company culture as a whole, as more and more young people are coming into the workplace that really see the word hack or hacking as a positive attribute, as opposed to kind of the age-old notion that to hack is to break into something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, even when I started working, 5 years ago, hack still had kind of a negative connotation for people that weren't in tech and didn't really understand what it was. Today, a hack is anything that kind of makes your life easier, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's this idea of there's a process-oriented approach to problem solving as opposed to a duct tape and glue and throwing things together and really focusing on, okay, let's solve this problem as quickly, as iteratively, and as fast as possible. Let's hack something together so that we can learn from what we've built and the results of that, and really how that's changing the way a lot of companies approach product development and process.
Yeah, and it's easy for smaller companies to be more agile, to be able to hack. And that's always kind of been in the DNA of smaller companies. But now we're really seeing larger companies that maybe weren't doing so hot really having a turnaround due to the shift in mindset and the shift in their work.
Yeah, I mean, Facebook's really taken the charge on adopting this word hack. They have hackathons, if you will, which are large events where kind of tech people get together and they build products in a very short period of time. They have One Hacker Way on Facebook's campus. They actually have a huge mural etched in the ground on their quad that says hack. And really the way that they define it is an approach to building things that involves continuous improvement and iteration, and that something can always kind of be better and nothing's ever finished.
It's the idea of getting something out there, a MVP, whatever you want to call it, getting it out there, seeing if people will use it, if it works, and then really building on top of that. So it's the whole break, rebuild, break again, rebuild type mindset.
And Microsoft actually has attributed a lot of their recent culture shift and their success in the marketplace to adopting this hacker mentality, if you will. Whereas, a number of years ago, Microsoft was kind of seen as this giant. It was rumored that, if you got acquired by Microsoft as a company, that's where your dreams kind of went to die, but you'd get a fat paycheck. And today they've really shifted and they're less focused on this long-term vision as the only way that they develop products. And they're really focused on, hey, how can we move in a more quick fashion, and how can we develop things and ideate and evolve, as opposed to just being so focused on a linear process, the way they do things.
Yeah, and the other thing about the hack mindset is it really gets people thinking differently. It gets them thinking about things the way that they've never thought about it before. It's not the traditional methods. It also gives more people a voice and more autonomy, because it's not these massive overhaul $1 million projects, but maybe a smaller subsidiary of that that they're put in charge to do.
And it focuses too on the problem as opposed to the process.
Yeah, great point. Yeah, the problem rather than the process, and it's getting to that problem as quick as possible.
So the takeaway here is really to think about maybe some things in your own life or in your company that you hack already. And if you want to learn more about how something like a hackathon or the process of being really agile and nimble with your culture or your product development or your marketing, we'd be happy to chat with you about how we've helped some companies do that.
Yeah, and it's the mindset that turns into behavior and attitude that it's just absolutely instrumental in the change from going from this old approach, waterfall approach, whatever it is, to this lean, quick, hack type approach.
And we see too in the recruiting space that a lot of young people want to work for companies that are less, super process oriented, and are going to allow them room to kind of try things out. And that's really where this idea of hacking can help you attract top young talent.
So that's what we got for today. Hacking is the topic. I'm Saxon Baum.
And I'm Taylor Wallace.
And we will see everybody next week. Thanks
Thank you
very
much.